Hey, what's up, Craft Squires? Today we are looking at how to make a Cameo for mat guide. So basically, you are going to use this piece of plastic to make loading your mat easier to keep square right along the edge of your own Cameo 4. Big shout out to Clever Someday, this user who 3D modeled this part and made it publicly available and free to download on a website called Thingiverse. This website has a bunch of 3D designs and several of them for the Cameo 4. If you are interested in crafting or making stuff and and you know you have an interest in 3D modeling, I highly recommend picking up a 3D printer. And by the way, there are two types of 3D printers. So as you can see, this one with these lines, that is printed probably with PLA, which is like a string of plastic. You heat it up and the printer head lays down lines over and over until the print is complete. So you can increase the quality of the lines to make it do more passes and make it smoother. Or there's a different type of printer that is called a resin printer, and that uses liquid. It then cures the liquid with UV light into, according to the G code, which is just the code that the 3D printers understand how to map out coordinates with. And those prints typically have a much smoother finish because they are cured from a liquid to a solid, so it uses light and it's not using a printer head. So just by the method of the print coming to fruition, resin printers tend to have much smoother, more detailed finishes if you're looking at which printer you should buy, or if you're interested in just knowing about them, because I'm just rambling about it. But yeah, a drawback of resin printers is that they definitely give off a lot of smell. If you don't have an enclosed space or like a garage or some ventilated area for them, or you have kids in your house, I wouldn't recommend picking them up just because it's not really feasible for someone who doesn't have a good ventilated space. There's a lot of chemicals that go into the air and they're not healthy for you. I forget what they're called, VOCs perhaps, but yeah, don't quote me on all that stuff verbatim. It's just a general overview. Anyways, it's printing right now on my printer. I'll show you guys when it's done. But in the meantime, I found something funny, which is that someone is selling this design as their own, and I'm not sure. It could be the same person, but why would they put a free design here and then sell it? Maybe the more plausible answer is somebody might have taken it and put it as their own. But you never know. If it isn't the original person that designed it, it's funny because they use the exact same picture that is in the listing right there. And they're selling it for about $7. So this is the file we printed that is going to be our Cameo for Stopper. Yeah, I had a few failed prints. You can see here I was having some trouble. That's the thing. If you ever get a 3D printer, you have to watch it. Unfortunately, at least the one I have, you have to watch it. Or else it can, you come back like 10 minutes later and like the print has failed. And so yeah, sometimes it'll put a line here or like the plastic won't adhere properly, but finally we got one and we are gonna check it out. It just peels off. It's kind of satisfying. Check it out. Boom. Alright. That is the part. It's very small. It only took around 25 minutes to print. So I'm gonna pick it up and keep the camera connected. Okay, here we go. And it's gonna now, just like that. It is a little loose. I I guess it's not too much play, has a little bit, but now we have our own little lineup device. I guess, you could probably, if you don't want to damage or put any glue here, you could probably put a little bit right there just to make sure that it's seated better. But yeah, this works. So we are going to give it a shot. Can I do it one-handed? Okay. I don't think I can. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Stay in there. Yeah, let's just lift up the carriage and do it like that. I'm gonna move my hand over here. Okay, so right now it's at an angle. I wonder if it'll straighten it out. Let's push it a little more. I guess I can't. Well, you know, take my word for it. This is gonna help. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. But yeah, I forgot to mention the model of my 3D printer. It is an Ender 3 Pro version 2. Had it for a few years now. You probably just heard both my knees crack. They've been doing that for my life. Sorry for the scare. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and look out for future videos. Have a good one.